Hey, welcome back to Mass Effect 3. Sorry about the late start. I've been having audio issues with my headset again. The life that I choose to live. New assets. I think from that Turian thing I did. Not Shadow Broker thing. And a Turian thing. Okay. Now last time I remember we were right about to queue up to do Leviathan. So let's go do Leviathan. Dr. Bryson's lab. Dr. Kurt Bryson.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal. But is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, we have the data.
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. Here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
and crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Oh. Huh. Well, I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan. These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the Galaxy Map.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sent. With traces of element zero. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element zero will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element zero?
Adding the search filter now.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Racti. Their movements during the Racti Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Racti weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Racti to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
This appears to be encrypted data on Reaper fleet activity.
You think it's relevant?
Possibly, but it is impossible to say without more data, and the decryption key.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean? By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. I'm Ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me a preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring science to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there. Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Filter added. Reaper activities. Reaper activities. Pistol. Ultralight material. Rapid transit. Snitch. High velocity barrel. Pistol cranial trauma system. I'm really concerned that I blew up the husk head. I mean, I didn't necessarily want it in my room, but I was willing to have it. I feel like I'm missing a filter also.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I will believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Of course.
Blackout crimes?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Prothean artifacts?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Uber activity?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Rachni activity?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Element zero deposits?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Rachni activity?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. Based on the search results, Garno is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Okay. That's kind of fucking annoying.
Prothean artifacts?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 5 possible systems.
Element zero deposits?
Three possibilities.
Rachni activity?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 3 possibilities.
Blackout crimes?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 3 possibilities.
Alien sightings?
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Use clues to pinpoint the exact location of an artifact, or of an object. Return to the Normandy. It is vaguely curious that you can just land in this supposedly secure Alliance facility.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
New article on Blitz. searching for something else, but have no clue as to what it could be. That seems oddly specific and somewhat relating to what I'm up to. The Leviathan of Death. Scan for Dr. Carlo. Dano. Aether.
We have located Garneau.
Mahavit is a metallic asteroid in the very sparse Hata belt. It has a high nickel and iron content in the form of kamacite. The rights to mine Mahavit belong to TGS Mineral Works, who sell their products primarily to the colonists of Arvuna. A close flyby reveals light emanating from its facilities. All population estimates are pre-invasion. Thank you. Liara. Sorry, not Liara. Tali. Tali is one of us. Was Normandy. Who might be fun to bring with us? Obviously Tali for various reasons, but Liara, maybe. Could be, I suppose. James, Hidde. I'll take yours. Piercing mode. Rounds. Accuracy. Power. Overload. Two additional memory targets. Attack rate.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Is there a clearer idea of what this Leviathan was?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
And Garneau was looking for it. He's the one we're after.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Good.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Ain't that the truth?
Take us in. Don't go anywhere. Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Counterpart. Let's get Garneau before the serious troops arrive.
These are civilians. They must be terrified.
Terrified. Oh yeah. So terrified.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
They seem awfully calm.
Right. Awfully cool. That's a bit unnerving.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be... Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
Right.
And now, we're done. Step away. Step away. You don't belong here.
Something's wrong with them. Come on.
This is creepy.
Let's look around. Careful.
Creepy.
He was living in the ducts.
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Oh boy.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. Proud providers of tungsten since 2162. Interested in working with us? Tour our facility to discover if TGS Mineral Works is right for you.
stop me then. You do that.
Stranger and stranger. We need to fix that elevator.
Aren't you worried about the Reapers?
Malfunction detected. Elevator offline. Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Repairs initiated.
The security log for the elevator said Garneau was here in the last week. Why would they lie about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
Feeling nice and locked in now, by the way. That's an odd thing for a tungsten manufacturer to be looking into.
So is it just me, or are these people doing everything but mining?
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Have you seen Dr. Garneau?
You shouldn't be here. Evolutionary implications of human biotics. That's odd.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
Kid? What's up, Durian? Seems kind of oddly out of place for you to just have a...
What brain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
Even estimating 60 days for complete global starvation. That's the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use.
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Helpful.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
TGS Mineralworks has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us forward. Smart minds, smart business. Primary research interests include improving extraction practices and enhancing product quality. Our tour will continue outside the medbay. TGS Mineralworks has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us
You shouldn't be here.
TGS Mineralworks is focused on.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Personnel ID.
Turn back, Commander.
Now you know my name is Commander. How you know that shit? How you know that shit? I didn't introduce myself. You don't know me.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garno. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garno out.
So, he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes, we just need to enter it at the security terminal.
Shepard, I think we just passed the security terminal.
Yeah, I know.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
$21.78. Your mother's very ill and needs to see you. I like how these ones are dated. That's interesting. Sector 4, Tabor, no. As of 1/15/2175, that area will begin decommissioning procedures. Head of mining operations, Douglas. Seems strange that they would all be dated around that date.
Punch in Garno's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
A ship dropped him off a week ago.
It looks like he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines. Garno was heading to the mines. Looks like he was taken to the medbay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The medbay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I've got the file number.
Let's go get Garno.
This place is still creepy. Like, for real. R&D.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
Is that Garno?
If it is, we came a long way for nothing.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
But what about the artifact you mentioned in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you up. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't think we're talking to Garneau.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Someone cut the power.
There he goes.
Leave this place.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route. Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
According to my map, there's a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
Of course not. Wherever we are, always expect an 80% chance of Reapers.
Okay, let's find that artifact. Door's power supply's been cut.
There are the trouble spots. The drone can repair it.
We'll need to escort it.
But it's damaged and running on reserve power.
Let's make it quick then.
Done. One to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood.
Let's head back. Door should be online.
The darkness can't be breached.
That artifact, it's like in Bryson's office.
Move! I've got a shot!
Turn back.
Garneau!
Damn it.
Shepard, you need to see this.
What have you got?
That wasn't Garneau. This is. And it looks like he's been dead for a while.
So, Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh. Anything else useful?
Encrypted data and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Anne Bryson.
Anne Bryson?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. Are you all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here? How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
That artifact, do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember it just seemed cold. I remember a feeling cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
If these people have been out of it for that long, they're in for a shock.
So, not only can Leviathan take down a Reaper, but it can indoctrinate people too.
Do you think it actually is a Reaper?
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here? More importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, they're too dangerous to have around.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
No stone unturned.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
TGES minimum. Mahavit.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
It's back! What the hell? Artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. We should all be near it. Maybe more useful than Leviathan in the long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive stuff.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Agreed.
Anything interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Okay. I'll leave you alone now.
Bryson's assistant, Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan. It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently.
That would make some sense, actually.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's gotta be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look. Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent. A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Noted.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do. Can you identify this, Edie?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Task Force Aurora. Current travel requisitions. Team Leader Garneau, Alex, Transport MSV Kirkwall. Project Scarab. Team Leader Bryson Ann, Transport MSV Icarus.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications. There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Didn't take breathing masks. Didn't need an environmental suit. Water recycling equipment.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets. What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attican Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
Hey, friend. I'll just like poking at you.
We found Prothean data earlier. Are there any ruins in the Pylos Nebula?
Nothing Prothean.
There may yet be further information to be gained back here. Well, there's not. But there could have been. But there's not.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Back to the Normandy.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
Well, he can wait. I want to know who replaced the freaking Huskhead while I was gone. That's the real pressing question of this DLC. I don't give a shit about Leviathan. Who the fuck is sneaking into Dr. Garrett Bryson's office and putting fucking Huskheads on robotic machines after I blow them up? That's something that deserves thought, don't you think? Which motherfucker is going and killing Husks, bringing their fucking heads back to the lab? That's a serious security breach. Just boop. Namakli. An arid but habitable planet. Namakli was briefly colonized by the Pyrenees Corporation, a consortium of Sari colonists and socialized Vorcho laborers. After an economic downturn, however, many Asari left the planet, and the Vorcha population kept growing to the point where they bred faster than could be educated. Soon they turned violent and uncontrollable, and the colonies essentially self-destructed. Today, Namakli is a wasteland with little population, but Vorcha packs are scattered across the deserts. Settlers frequently run into these packs, discouraging recolonization. The lack of complex biota and scarcity of profitable metals drove the last few proverbial nails into Namakli's coffin. No one has stepped forth in the past few years with the will, the funding, or the firepower to establish a permanent colony. Close grouping of environmentally shielded habitats and an active power source. Closer examination is required to confirm.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
I want to bring James for once. I'll never bring James. He needs a little field exercise, he does. Test out. Gotta get them Alliance Blues nice and dirty every now and then. We have so many better shotguns available for you now, though. You're in 7 now, man. It means you've earned the right to use N7 shotguns. Yeah, soldier, you gonna use guns, not powers. Shotgun Omni Blade 5. Spitfire, that'd be fun. But N7 Typhoon. If nothing else can be found. M37, M76, M99, the N7 Valkyrie. The rifle is a hot black market item when it services. I don't know what its stability is like, so we'll give you that for accuracy's sake. Explosive burst.
Okay, so we got reports of an attack on some scientists, right?
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifact she uncovered could cause additional complications.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that.
Oh, those look like harvesters.
We have hostiles!
Take us in.
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her. Okay, let's get...
Tracking multiple bogies!
Get us over there.
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on. There, go! Jump!
Steve!
This place doesn't look very stable.
Move. She's somewhere above us.
Hello? Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are. This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. Too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
Battle zone. Not the time, but
Through here.
This seems ill-advised.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
That's a fun little shotgun. Always liked a shotgun. Smidge. High velocity barrel.
Watch out!
Shit! There goes the easy way!
Look for another path. Looks like a bridge over there. Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
You got it.
Why not?
Wires are fried. Give me a minute. Well, that seemed to work. I'm raising the bridge now.
Did you just take it? Swear to God. Fucking take it.
That elevator can't be far. This way. Got it. The elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
Very glitchy fucking Error. I need you to do me a favor and stop hammering my allies. I'm not good enough to take head-on hits like that and survive.
We're blocked. Find another way.
When in doubt, ladder it out.
This looks like a way through.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
Things are all over the place.
Anne, are you still there?
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
We're moving as fast as we can. Hang in there. Around. Go around.
No, Boyles, stay down. Oh, God.
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyles tried to run for it. The Reapers got him.
Don't move until we get there.
I've got eyes on the elevator!
Get to it! Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I'm sorry, they didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh, God. Yes, of course. I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Commander.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down! What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Doctor?
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Shepard!
Take it out!
Got it.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle, you run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, Cortez, get in here.
Copy that, Commander.
Copy that. Everybody, let's go! You okay?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of him. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. First, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. I'm sorry.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine, the next... he drew a gun on your father. couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. And?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation. Meet you there.
Family matters.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
Widely feared by colonists across the terminus since their campaign of abductions in 2185, have once again appeared. They attacked the remote colony of Walden in the Iota Urania system. Walden is known as an alpine paradise and was a popular tourist destination for those looking to get away from it all before the war. Only a few people who were remote enough from the population centers survived to get the message out to the galaxy that the majority of the colonists had been abducted. Despite claims that Commander Shepard had eliminated this enemy when the main collector base was destroyed, there has been speculation that reserve troops may have accompanied the Reapers or established an alternate base. When asked to comment, a spokesman for Admiral Hackett said the collectors were one of many current threats to humanity. They went on to state that the Systems Alliance takes this issue very seriously, but we are prioritizing the Reaper menace. Oh, there's at least one Batarian here that doesn't want you dead. Nice. Namacles. The Pylos Nebula. Omega Nebula. Omega. You mean to tell me that I can pop back into Omega? Omegas? Megas? Megas? Dark. Huh. Wonder what this is gonna do. Kinda surprised I didn't just pull the old... There you go. The old scene from the first game. Or from the second game.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell.
I got permission to go in there.
Oh, of course. Whatever she wants.
You can tell this is all very, like, cut together. Huh. Alright, let's give it a try. Credits? Sure. Stop the thing. That looks like chocolate. Very creepy. I can tell this is all very, like, cut and pasted from Mass Effect 2. Because they clearly never intended for you to be here. Raider armor. Face mask. Scotty. Oh yeah, they're definitely stopping me from going to certain areas. It's not the worst I've ever seen. They definitely, like, pieced it together. I think this DLC was marked as experimental, though, when I, like, installed it. So, keep all this in mind. Although she did, or whoever did a good job of making the place look a little trash. the one dancer. Oh, that thud. bad edit of the song. Ugh. Farron?
Hi again, Shepard. How are you holding up, Farron? Thanks, I'm fine. How do you think Liara's doing as the new Shadow Broker? Ever since we repaired the network, Liara's been glued to the archives. She's busy, but I think she likes it that way. Take it easy, Farron. Thanks.
This is all dialogue cut from Mass Effect 2.
Shepard?
Engineer Adams. What are you doing here?
Good to see you, Commander.
It's not terrible, but it's...
Fair enough.
You don't have to get all hot and bothered to appreciate great
It's all recut lines.
Some of the eye candy in the crowd isn't too shabby either.
You've got your idea. I've got mine.
And this bar serves the best drinks.
What are you drinking?
No.
I'm gonna totally get like ad block for this just because they restored the sound.
The servants have unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Of course.
Specialist training. You finally made it off the orbit. All for a good cause, right? They're in.
Don't send Batarians.
Well, that was mortifying.
Why is this?
Oh, that's fucking Patriarch. Nice.
Yes.
We're good on water, and that's about it.
The great Commander Shepard. And me without my autograph book. Can't wait to see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah. Target's promotion.
It seems the galaxy can't keep us apart.
What are you doing on the Citadel?
Since we took back Omega,
Oh, okay, I
I've been
see.
consolidating my resources for the war. It's a little easier to coordinate from here. So unfortunately, I'll be slumming it on the Citadel for the time being. The Blue Suns, Blood Pack, and Eclipse are in my pocket. I'll send them to war when you're ready. Is there anything on your mind?
We'll talk later.
I'm sure.
Okay. So it's like she's here but not here. Interesting. Oh my god, that is a lot. Oh, it's James. Of course. I need to get out of here. This isn't bad, but it's still very, like, early. Interesting. It's all still very early concept. Which is, you know, fine, but... Oh, I'll come back to it at a later date, whenever it's at time to be refined a bit. It's just very rough. Daniels and Donnelly.
Go and get some outfit later, Steve.
Also, the...
I knew this was coming.
How much have you had to drink?
No enough. Still conscious.
They cut the audio too quiet and the music too loud.
Leave me be. Let me drink in peace.
You take care of yourself from here?
Aye,
I'll leave. Cause that's what I was gonna do anyway.
I don't know. It's not terrible, but they could have done a better job if they had just... played enough Mass Effect, I can clearly see every single dialogue line and where it's from. There's only a few things where it's not, like, cut and pasted, and I'm pretty sure those were deleted scenes, so that's why I wouldn't recognize them. Oh well, it's okay. I'll give it a C for all the effort that's clearly gone into this, because this is not just something that somebody threw together in a night. This is quite a bit of effort. They tried really hard.
Try McSorley's cloaca margarine.
It's just not quite as polished as it needs to be B or an A. They polished the audio and made it to where the voice logs were like mixed up enough that it, you know,
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
that it wasn't so obviously cut and pasted. It'd probably be better, but I don't know. It's obviously not legit, which that could be fixed. An old Solarian called Foggett was recently promoted after giving information on a potential spy on Omega's docks. His promotion and hefty rewards has resulted in increased information on servers. Sure. I'll believe it when I see it. Anyway, enough fooling around with Omega. I had to try it. It's a mod that I installed for this playthrough. It's only right. And now that I've been there, I know that I don't have to go back. Back to Dr. Bryson's lab. For our last bout with Dr. Bryson's lab. Why does Edie look different, I wonder?
Hello? Anne? Are you here? Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... this is hard.
Of course. Are you all right?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
It's all right. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again? He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Rachni drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
You studied the Rachni?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Rachni as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
James?
Hey, Loco. Need a hand?
What brings you down here, James?
Saw what happened to Ann back at the dig site. That ain't right.
Well, make yourself comfortable.
You're awful close to that thing.
Commander, you see this thing? This is great! Hey, Edie. Husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
All right. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice. You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
You don't want to bowl with it. Calm down.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
Anne, I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Do it. Anne, are you all right?
Yes. I think so.
Did we get anything?
Yes, but it will take some time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
Good. It's a start.
Commander, I sense something else. Anger.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
It's gonna have to
Come
try
on.
hard.
Let's get you some help.
The Reapers haven't even succeeded at that yet. I don't know why I can't talk to Edie. Take me back to the Normandy, I guess. It really won't take that long to find it.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
Sigurd's cradle. Scan for Leviathan. Scan for Leviathan.
Commander, not everything in this system was destroyed. We may recover something.
You say that. I see 3 systems that have nothing in them. We'll obviously investigate them all, but I'm pretty sure it's in Lenal.
I found something.
Nice. Chalkos. Ask neural map, huh? My last. Or sorry, my lassie. Search unsuccessful. Scans of the planet's surface show no evidence of Leviathan's signature.
No sign of Leviathan at these coordinates.
I don't know why you would think it would be there. It didn't even direct me to there.
Signal confirmed.
Pretty sure that's where it's at. I'll come back. I'm not worried about fuel, but I am worried about finding all of my resources.
I found something.
Laconics.
No sign of Leviathan at these coordinates.
Triginta Petra. Triginta Petra. Dextro rations. What are the odds that this is a relay or a system with a fuel relay? Yeah, it's not. We'll make it. Really tight. But tight doesn't mean impossible. (2181) Despoin. This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes, and no records indicate it has been explored since. Scans indicate it is covered in an ocean of liquid water and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly likely to have at least some photosynthetic life. Search successful. Scans reveal a faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature. Closer examination required.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Brought Edie on anything yet. Should probably do that just to vary things up a bit, you know? She once was Cerberus, so I'm inclined to give her Cerberus weaponry. Was that a bit much, you think? You know, I actually rather like the one pistol that I'm giving her. It's actually it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not the worst pistol. That's a slick looking mother trudger. We've got the AT-12 Raider. It's not a light gun for what it is either. I guess I hit B to get out of there. Oh well. I'll spec ED in a second. Once we land on the planet.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
What are we expecting to find?
Dr. Bryson classified Leviathan as a Reaper killer. It appears it doesn't wish to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
But after that, if it's a Reaper, even one that went rogue, do we really want help from something like that?
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Everyone all right?
My suit's intact. Maybe a few bruises under. Right.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
It would seem others have been stranded here as well. We aren't the first to encounter that pulse.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Okay. Now let's spec Edie. Unshackled AI. She's an engineer, plain and simple, which means that we need to increase her power damage. Protect power damage even further. Yes, she's gonna take damage, so make that as easy for her as possible. She's kind of a glass cannon, so we should probably make her powerful. Power speed down. Damage protection. Always be active and use powers with it, or she's probably gonna have it always active anyway, so I should probably just make it synergize as best as possible. She's not tactical enough to use it appropriately, I don't think. Incinerate for sure. We want a heavy incinerate too. She's gonna be taking down heavy units if I can help it. Increase damage to frozen and shield targets by an additional 100%. Increase damage to armor targets. Yes, it's an armor breaker. Overload. Increase damage. We want it to do as much damage to shields as possible. Barriers and shields.
I recognize a few of these ships, but only from historical records.
Sabotage. I've got that, so we want her overload.
They're ancient.
I've already got my fire in. Take that. M55 Argus. Continue. That's neat. That works. Enough air to stay afloat. all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours.
Shepard, look. One of the artifacts.
Place where no one gets out of here.
Failed every time. The damage done by the pulses, if you could call it damage, doesn't make physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thrusters disengage. The distress beacon is likewise dead. Most of our electronics are still functioning. It doesn't seem to be a result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. It keeps us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist.
Any idea how old these are?
The bones are untouched by scavengers. If they rotted clean from humidity and exposure, it might take more than a year.
The rations will hold us 2 days more. Brooks sent a drone to the bottom and it came up with bioluminescent playlight. None of it is edible. I warned the crew not to eat it before my tests were done. Romero and Mullins tried it anyway. They haven't stopped vomiting and their dehydration wastes fresh water. We sent Kunchen's team on a raft over to the wrecks. They came back with spheres. Some kind of organic-based alien technology, and nothing to eat. I want to believe they'll give us some answers, but if they'd helped the other ships figure out what happened, they wouldn't be here, now would they? It's getting cold. Cold, huh? Your eco samples. Captain Abeltrap. Ramos is our first death. He tried to throw one of the spheres overboard and something happened. Kunshan and maybe 3 or 4 others started beating him like that. I wish I was quick enough to save him. They showed no remorse, not even comprehension. It's clear I am no longer in control. I held a funeral to keep order. The crew would have been at his body like wild dogs. We compromised. He will be tethered in the water to attract scavenging animals that we will catch for food. If he doesn't get a bite within 3 of this planet's days, we cut him loose as a water burial. We've sealed the Tritons off. They're dangerous, especially given the crew's mental state. My kingdom for a shark. The captain gets it now. He tried to lock himself in the ship, screaming that he had to fix it. We were gentle, 1 person for each limb. We let him rest on the sphere. Sometime in the middle of the night he came around, and now he agrees. We won't leave. Why would we? I think this will be my last entry. Everyone here understands me. If anyone finds us, they might feel differently, but that can be fixed in time. It's so good not being hungry anymore. God damn. Leviathan, you and Doc, motherfucker.
Look, up there.
Reaper! They were right behind us!
Protect the shuttle!
Ah.
Cortez, situation!
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
God for armor-piercing modifications. Those spheres could have slowly wiggled their way into my mind or my crew's mind. I ain't about that. We are untainted in this world of madness. I think it was fried. Nice. That might come in handy.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Can the Normandy extract us?
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Shepard, perhaps you are unaware of the degree of risk. Are we seriously proposing...
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I guess we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Gotta keep grabbing them, huh?
Got another cell here.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability. That did it. Looks like we're in the clear now, Commander.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Shepard, are you sure about this?
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
Shepard, just...
I'll be fine.
Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comm link.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Looks good so far. Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
Awesome. I'm getting Subnautica vibes. That's awesome.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding out. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry about that. Had to take the dog out. Boy, is it cold out there.
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down. Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there. Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop. Can't see anything just yet. Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
3,275 meters. That's deep. Where is the probe?
Uh-oh. Is that? I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Ed. What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
What's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all. I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It's clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power.
Shepard, wake up! He's freezing. Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
Kira, don't do that to me.
I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Ann. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this, just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Ann. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
And in case you're curious, Vega...
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Dominate. Allied forces updated. Dr. Ann Bryson. Leviathan enthrallment team. Non-council races. Leviathan. Dr. Ann Bryson. Leviathan enthrallment team. The reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Husker neural map. Trying to escape and evade Reapers on occupied planets. Turian. Dextro rations. Demoralized squad. Sure. I didn't get very much in the way of resources for that. Maybe I'm just crazy. Really expected more. did. I sure did.
Reapers seemed popular for a while. They were fighting the Collectors while the Council sat and watched.
And now they're killing civilians and attacking our allies.
Take me to my cabin. You leave my fucking hamster alone, you little piece of shit. That's good. It's funny. It's nice to poke back every now and then, I guess. Fuck you, Reapers. Fuck you. It seems like a nice, open, you know, area. I'm telling you, it leans towards... It definitely leans towards the Quarians. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. But it's happened a few times. The one thing in my cabin I haven't activated yet. Like I said, maybe I'm just crazy, but it leans towards the Quarians. It knows my tastes, if you will. Oh. Bryson. Is he on here? He's not. That's interesting. I'm not upset about it, I'm just curious, because I would have thought they'd have put him on there. The hijack meat. It has returned. John Reisman. And 7 joint ups. Why am I not surprised that Kasumi hid some kind of poem thing in there for Jacob?
Good news. I've tracked down some of the people I was looking for.
The recruits you taught?
Found J Squad, Black Ops. They're holed up making a stand in the Midwest, in Chicago, I think he said. Connected them with Anderson so they can help the resistance. It's a relief. Hope more turn up.
We're just gonna pop in real quick. To all the places where people frequently change locations.
The private messages terminal has new correspondent.
Shit, sorry.
I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien. I hope it helps against the Reapers.
Ought to. got so many extra bonus powers now. Matrix Fortification, AP Ammo, Slam, Dominate. Ugh. Targets grow resistant to the power over time. Flare, flash. Tempted to grab Dominate, just because I don't use AP ammo that often anymore. Fuck it, right? Kick it to the fucking bucket. Nerve damage to the target, doing 50 points of damage per second. The effect of the power of the target does 40% more weapon damage. Takes 50% less damage. So I can make it to where it just really hurts them. And I can use it a lot as an offensive power. Whilst they're also attacking their enemies. Or I can make it to where it lasts really long. And the target does a lot more damage and takes less damage. Probably that one. I'm not gonna try to take out my save, if you will. Due to exposure by the Leviathan, I have learned how to dominate another organic's mind. That sounds really crazy. Like something out of an anime.
Dire news from Earth. Off the radar, reaping begins in rural areas. Millions are dead in the Central Asian wilderness, even more in sub-Saharan Africa. We'll give you the gruesome view of what happens when the Reapers don't stop to indoctrinate. Now, in the battle space. Huh. Second Star Broadcasting is headhunting me. I liked their guardbook story. Seriously? I'm on the Normandy.
I kind of want to hear his take on this, if he has one.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from.
That is a really strong opinion take about a race that is not much vastly different from the Protheans, except for arguably much more advanced since they created the Reapers. Not gonna begrudge you. Just saying, that's a strong stance to take. I'm missing quite a few Geth guns.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. I don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep,
Sure, no problem.
You want something?
Just checking in, James. Just checking in. Just keeping it real, man. Castellus. They've located something of interest. Agayu.
Signal confirmed.
Carcosa. Library of Asha. Lessons. Dali. No reason I have to bring Liara. Finely crafted weapons are in existence. I just needed to give you the capability to do so. Same there. Everybody's good. No accusations of favoritism.
You got any information on the mission, Liara?
Sorry, monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
No, these Ardat Yakshi lived in the monastery so they wouldn't, or couldn't harm anyone. However, they're still powerful biotics, and potentially very dangerous. That's why High Command sent commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
So what does the Asari High Command want us to do?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
My visor's IR says the shuttle's warm. A recent visitor.
Lay down.
No elevator.
Give me a second. Sorry about that. Had to facilitate the dog. That's
Sounds close. And it has friends.
Is someone there?
Stay sharp. I heard something.
That was me. Sorry.
to bed. I just gotta finish up this mission and then we'll go to bed.
Talay, you won't believe what Yen has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is forward tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there.
Matriarch, Galay.
Oh, and delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
Good dog. Superintendent Jethro. Dead commando.
Reapers. Looks like we know why the commando teams went silent.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A map marked with the nav point location of a bomb. They call it the Great Hall.
At least it's no surprise Nuke gone to Chunka, but the commandos want this place gone pretty badly.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara!
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
But what are you doing here?
My daughters live in this monastery, Tali. I am here for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hid this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait!
Just as tough as ever.
Let's go.
Tough old cunt.
My name is Tasha Corey.
Sorry.
Why did the Reapers invade a monastery?
They'll invade everywhere eventually.
I know, but if this place has some strategic value, I'm not seeing it. That one's
That used to be an Asari? Poor Liara. I'm glad she's back on the Normandy.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Valere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Valere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Valere.
You sound like the commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Valere?
I'm sorry.
Valere! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Despite the damage, you can tell this place used to be beautiful. For a prison.
You disapprove?
Actually, I think the Asari were being kind. Most races would have killed something like an Ardat Yakshi.
Why did they have to go and give it like a blue nibble? That's just really poor taste.
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still,
so enjoy getting new weapons.
That's a gruesome thought.
You were wondering too, weren't you?
Yeah.
And Falair.
Rila, wake up!
Falair, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up.
Rila? Rila, can you hear me? Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry.
Can we set off that bomb?
Not without a detonator.
That's not...
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later. for now. Let's get back to that bomb.
Falair, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila! Your slaves. There wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falair, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falair.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were also. Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Falair rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Falair, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat Yakshi left.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
I just figured you'd be more sympathetic to someone joining Cerberus. You've never been big on aliens.
Yeah, I enlisted to kick ass, just like everyone else. Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Being installed on ships destined for the front lines, Council versus their buildings to ensure that as many ships as possible are given the new weapons, which have proven effective when used against the larger ships of the enemy. Alright, that's gonna be all for us for tonight. We got a pretty decent amount done. Now we're queued up to go deal with the Cerberus scientists next time, and then move straight on into the Quarian/Geth War, which ought to be pretty fun. So we'll deal with that on Wednesday. I might do a stream tomorrow night, it just depends. I'll have a night to do it tomorrow night, but I haven't decided yet if I want to do that or if I want to do just a free play on my own and not stream it. I've been playing Subnautica again, and it's quite a bit of fun. Anyway, thanks for tuning in for Mass Effect, and feel free to tune in on another night for more, because we still have a little bit left before the end of this game, and then we're moving into Andromeda. So, good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.